so good.
Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be reviewing the Jeffree Star Extreme Frosts. These are absolutely beautiful, and I do have all three that I will be reviewing. I've worn them quite a few times, so I'm very, very excited to talk about these with you. If you haven't seen my swatches or first impression, I will link them down below, and I highly suggest you go and watch both of those videos that if you want to see swatches and if you want to see a face demo. When he first announced these, he was teasing them on his socials, so Instagram and Snapchat, and the very first time I saw one of them, it was the shade Gagney, which is this beautiful blue tone. And as soon as I saw that on Jeffree's cheek, I was like, oh my god, I need that. So he's been hinting at them for a while, and then out of nowhere he was like, bam, Extreme Frosts, and he was like, here's 3 shades, let's go with it. And I was excited. I do have the Supreme Frost in Diamond Wet, which is my favorite highlighter ever, that I will compare the 2 formulas to. Honestly though, as soon as I saw these, I was excited. And then Jeffree told us the price, and I was like, you sure about that? But honestly, I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll just get one. I'll pick whichever one I want. And then I was like, I kind of want all 3 because the formula just seemed like something that I would really be into. I love extreme intense highlighters. I hate a soft glow. I want a like glow to the gods sort of glow. My cat is being very obsessive today, so excuse that. I was very fortunate, and my fiance ended up buying me the bundle off of Beautylish, which saved $25. Let's talk about the price. Each one of these retails for $50 US, which I know is very pricey. Jeffree has stated it's a luxury item. You get a faux leather box with it, which I personally, I don't like extra packaging like that because it's a waste. Like, I don't have a ton of room, so they just end up being a waste. It's beautiful, and it does, like, it's like, okay, you go with that, but for me, I don't like stuff like that. But the Supreme Frost themselves, the reason why the price is so high is the formula. Jeffree used really good ingredients, and there's no filler or anything, so I can see why it would be pricey. And honestly, so many people are like, that's too expensive, that's too expensive. And while I agree to some point, Jeffree's rich, and if he wanted to, he could price it at whatever he wanted. It could have been way more. Like in the Shane documentary, you see that his people are like, you know, usually it would be more, but Jeffree chooses to make it cheaper. So odds are Jeffree made it as cheap as he could go, and honestly, it is a more luxury item. Like, that's just kind of how it is. And I'm not saying that that's good or bad. I love more affordable products. You guys know ColourPop is my favorite brand. But Jeffree Star is my second favorite brand, so I like the best of both worlds. $50 US, you get 8 grams of product, which is the same amount of product that you get in the Supreme Frost. And looking at them, they do look like the formula would be similar. I know I saw Beauty District, I don't remember the rest of her name, but I saw her do a review on these, and she thought that the formulas would be similar. Then she swatched them and she was like, oh wow, they're not similar. So I'm kind of intrigued. I haven't swatched them next to each other yet. I do have all 3 shades. So the first shade is Gagney, which is again this beautiful blue. Honestly, no video or photo does this justice. In person is where you can truly see it. I want to go outside, which it is cold, like there's snow everywhere, it's a little chilly, but I'm gonna do it so that I can get some good video and a photo of these. But honestly, the blue is my favorite. It's so intense. I'm wearing the blue on this cheek today. I put all of these on my face, and I'm also wearing the blue on my Cupid's bow. If you're wondering what lipstick I'm wearing the Shane Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick. I love it. This is like one of my favorites. The next shade we have is called Lick My Glit, which the name gets me every time, but it's just this pink flip. It is my second favorite, and I'm wearing it on this cheek. Okay, hair, get out of my face. I'm wearing it on this cheek today. Lastly, we have Sour Ice, which is this beautiful green tone, but it's the most subtle of the three tone-wise. So if you're looking for something still very glittery and intense, but you don't want as crazy of a color, I would go with Sour Ice. Sour Ice is just this stunning green, and I have that on my nose currently. It's just honestly a beautiful green, and out of the three, it's my least favorite just because the tone is just whatever. I like it still though, so like I tried it the other day again and I was like, I really like it still. I like all three of them. That's just how I am. Let's talk about the formula. Now, the formula, oh my god, the formula is amazing. These are literally so pigmented. Like, I'm gonna barely touch it, okay? Like, I barely touched it, and I don't know if you guys will even be able to see how, like, crazy that is. It's so freaking glittery and reflective, and if you put your flash on, girl, you gonna be looking great. Formula-wise, all three of them perform equally as good. They're very pigmented. The beauty tip is to tap it on rather than using a brush, because brushes aren't the best for this formula in my opinion. I definitely think using a finger and tapping on is best. But that being said, I usually just swipe it on and then tap, just because I like a super intense boom in your face glow. Now, these are not for the faint of heart. If you don't like glitter, if you don't like an intense highlighter, you're not going to like these. That's just how it is. There are some Supreme Frosts that are more subtle. So if you want something, go down that route or try his other highlighter formulas. But personally for me, I love an intense glow. So if I can get an intense glow, I want it. Honestly, I love them so much. Like, this is the best Christmas gift ever.
So thank you, honey, for buying them for me. It was amazing.
Whenever I buy Jeffree Star stuff, I always order off of Beautylish because shipping to Canada is free if you spend over $35 US. So it just works out for me. And they were so fast. I ordered them at launch, which was a Friday, and I got them on the Monday. Like, that was crazy fast. I think I'm one of the first people who got them. And like, Beautylish is amazing. I highly recommend ordering from them, and Jeffree Star makes amazing products. Like, my god, like, the formula of this is amazing, and like the texture, it's soft. It's not gritty, but it's also not like, it's not like a ColourPop Super Shock cheek soft either. It's different. Now I want to compare the formula to the Supreme Frost. I've tried 3 Supreme Frosts, and the only one that I truly loved is Diamond Wet, which is the shade that I still own. This is my favorite highlighter of all time. I use this basically every day. So that is Diamond Wet. It's definitely the most intense of the Supreme Frosts that I've tried. And then on the finger next to it, I'm just gonna swipe. So while they are similar, the Supreme Frosts definitely are way more reflective. So that's, there they are there. Like, you guys, they're a completely, like, different thing. Like, if you like an intense highlight, but you don't want it to be, like, blinding forever, like, bleh, in your face, then I would get the Supreme Frost. But honestly, if you love an intense glow, I highly recommend investing in one of these. I'm sure he's going to come out with so many more shades, which I'm excited for. Like, Jeffree, please, if by some miracle you watch this, a purple Supreme Frost, I would love. Like, please. You are the god of makeup at this point. I need purple in my life. Honestly, though, I love both formulas, Supreme Frost and Extreme Frost, but Extreme Frost is my favorite now out of all the highlighters I've ever tried. Supreme Frost is my favorite. Jeffree did that. He did so good. Overall, I do think the formula is worth it. I think it's worth the price. I definitely think, though, if you want all 3 of them, wait until Beautylish stocks the bundle so that you can save some money. I know that these are currently sold out, and they will probably be sold out until like later, like early 2020, but I highly recommend just waiting for a bundle if you want all 3, or if you just want to try it, definitely just get one and see. But if you like a glittery intense highlighter, this is for you. But if you don't like glitter, if you don't like intensity, I would highly recommend getting one of his other more subdued highlighters, because these are no joke. Lasting time on these highlighters is also really good. I don't want to forget to say that. I put them on at 11 in the morning, and then I had them on until like 6, and they were still just as blinding. Like, the lasting power is so good on these. Like, the whole formula is amazing. Also, you're gonna like have these forever. Like, I don't think you can run out of these, like, because you just need so little product. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this review, please comment down below any videos you'd like to see me do, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Let me just start off by saying, I don't know, what am I saying?